Hello everyone, I'm Art34 from PsychicGamers, and today talking about Black Ops 2 multiplayer unlocks. Now, somebody has very kindly compiled together an entire list of everything in Black Ops 2 and the rank at which you unlock it. Now, firstly, I just need to explain about how unlocking stuff works in Black Ops 2. Now, like every COD game, stuff is level gated, so you have to be a particular rank in order to use it. That applies to weapons, lethals, tacticals, perks, and even killstreaks in Black Ops 2. However, it isn't as simple as just unlocking them. What's going on here is a combination of the regular Call of Duty unlock system and the COD points from Black Ops 1. Things are locked until you reach a specific rank, but then you have to pay to unlock them by using unlock tokens, which you earn every time you rank up. What this means is you're going to have to think very carefully about what you choose to unlock. And if you don't know how stuff performs, then you're going to be taking gambles as to whether it was worthwhile unlocking or not. Now, some of you are probably sitting there and thinking, hang on a minute, if you get an unlock token every time you rank up, and there's 55 ranks, then surely you're only going to be able to unlock 55 things. And of course, there's more than 55 unlocks in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. That is correct, you are not going to be able to unlock everything in one playthrough. You are actually going to have to prestige all the way to Master Prestige in order to unlock everything in the game. So they're giving you a real incentive to Prestige this year. So I think that pretty much explains the core of the Black Ops 2 unlock system. What I'm actually going to talk about is just some things that I've picked out of this list of unlocks. Maybe things that I think are good or things that I'm concerned about regarding at what level you unlock specific items in the game. Now, I'm not going to go through everything because that would just be really boring. I do have an entire list of the unlocks against their respective rank on my website. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check out the entire list. But anyway, the first thing I want to point out, Ghost. Now, everyone really hates this ever since it was in Black Ops because pretty much everyone used it in the end. And a lot of people used it for camping, which really doesn't go with the Call of Duty playstyle. This really is a run and gun game, and when people are sitting around in corners, not moving or match, it's not particularly fun to go up against them. Assassin was pretty much the same and didn't really help the situation. But this year they're trying to do something different with Ghost, and it's not effective unless you're moving, so you can't use it to camp. However, despite this pretty significant nerf to the perk, you aren't going to be able to unlock it until rank 55, which is the final level in the game. Now, will this persuade some people not to ever prestige? I would say that's quite a possibility. Now, the thing is, I was planning on using Ghost because I'm a rushing player. I'm not worried about my kill-death ratio, so running around, getting shot, normally isn't a problem for me. However, what is a problem for me is UAV spam. I hate to be on the radar and at a disadvantage because all the enemies know exactly where I am. So I was planning on using Ghost, but at this rate, it seems that I'm not. Now, this causes a little bit of an issue for me. Ghost is unlocked at level 55, but what about the things that it protects you from? Well, the UAV is unlocked at level 7, along with some other low-tier killstreaks, or scorestreak should I say. With the UAV being unlocked at such a low rank, and it being the lowest scorestreak available, we're going to be seeing a lot of UAV spam again. So it's a shame that Ghost is so far up the chain that we're not going to be able to use it as an effective counter. So what else takes out UAVs? Well, the good news is the anti-air launchers such as the FHJ-18AA, which is basically the Stinger, and the SMOR 2 vehicle lock-on launchers, they're available at rank 4, so they're actually going to be unlocked before the UAV is. Now that's pretty good. These things are going to help you out a lot, and they are probably going to be pretty much vital, especially at the very start when people are still getting to grips with the game, don't know the maps, and are going to be using very low score streaks such as the UAV. The only trouble is, you probably don't want to be using these things that much because they're not particularly helpful. They're going to use up one of your precious points out of the pick 10 system, and they're really big, heavy, and obvious to carry around. The other counter to a UAV is a counter UAV. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't unlock until all the way in at level 33. Now, to be honest, I find that pretty ridiculous. If the UAV is unlocked at level 7, the counter UAV should be as well. Anyway, that was my first cause of concern. Next up, the Hunter Killer Drone and the RCXD. Now, these things are going to be incredibly annoying. They are very, very low end kill streaks. You set them off. In the case of the Hunter Killer Drone, you throw it and it does its work on its own. RCXD, you drive it around. Anyone from Black Ops should know the horrors of being on a receiving end of an RCXD, or the hilarity of using one. These things give away a kill pretty much every time. Same goes for the Hunter Killer. Looks like a very powerful streak considering its very low end. Now, we've been promised a counter to this as well, and Flak Jacket is what's going to be protecting us from these pesky explosive devices. The only trouble with that is, Hunter Killer, level 7, again alongside the UAV and some other low end kill streaks, so we can see where that one's going. Going to be a very, very highly used streak. RCXD, level 18, now that's not even particularly high, especially in the low levels, going to be ranking up very quickly down at that end. So again, another very highly used kill streak, especially as the RCXD is the second lowest scoring score streak in the game. Flak Jacket, level 32. So that is a long time that you're going without basic protection against these highly overused kill streaks. Now the way I see it, the Hunter Killer and the RCXD aren't really that beneficial for the people using them, but if you're on the receiving end of it, it's pretty devastating, especially if you're on a kill streak. It's actually a real shame that Flak Jacket is unlocked so late on, but then we also had reports recently that Flak Jacket doesn't actually do that good a job at protecting you from the RCXD or the Hunter Killer, so we'll have to see that, try it out for myself when Black Ops 2 launches. I'm really hoping that David Vonderhaar was telling the truth and that the Flak Jacket will protect you from these things, because otherwise they are just going to completely dominate the battlefield and there's nothing you're going to be able to do to stop it. The good news, however, kind of relating to Flak Jacket, is Claymores. Now Flak Jacket should protect you from Claymores, but Claymores aren't unlocked until level 53. Now that is very, very late on in the game, only 2 levels away from prestiging, so hopefully we shouldn't see many of those. Really hated them in Black Ops 1. Now, Dead Silence and Awareness. Now, Dead Silence is going to make your footsteps quiet, and Awareness is going to raise the volume of enemy footsteps, and it does actually cancel out Dead Silence. But the weird thing is, Dead Silence is unlocked at 38, but Awareness isn't unlocked until 50. Now that's a pretty high rank to unlock that perk, especially when we've had reports that Awareness doesn't really do that much. You can't hear footsteps that well at all, even when you're using the perk to increase their volume. Another thing that isn't addressed, wildcards. Now we have the ranks at which these wildcards are unlocked, but I'm pretty sure that previously we heard that wildcards weren't going to be available until after you've prestiged, so I'm not sure what's happened to that idea. Anyway, that is everything that I picked out of it. There may be some more stuff that you think of. Go and check out that link in the description. It's within my Black Ops 2 guide. Got a list of all of the ranks and the unlocks that you earn. Go and check it out for yourself. You can start thinking about what you're going to unlock first on Tuesday. Anyway, that's the end. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like the video, comment any of your opinions and questions, and if you want to keep up to date with Black Ops 2 news and you haven't already, make sure to hit subscribe. I shall see you next time.